Hey everyone, we are playing as Martian Hate Bear. Find ourselves against Skorpios, and that is going to be a tough matchup because they can get rid of our siphons pretty easily, and that's obviously bad. We have money and draw. I think this is okay to keep. We don't have siphons or our eater, so that's not ideal, but we'll see what we can do. So Skorpios could be a problem. They're going to be able to get rid of our count siphons very easily unless we play another tempting target before that. Rig shooter may not be as bad. We do have eaters and these heap breakers. Only one copy though, so yeah. Basically have to keep them poor so that they can't hunter seeker us. Yeah, a lot of ways that this goes very badly for us. But it should be interesting. We don't play Film Critic, we do not play Employee Strike. So basically, we gotta work with what we got. So we use Day Job. They do have to remember to trigger it themselves. Going for hostiles straight away. Indeed they are. Okay. So let's try and draw a lot. See if they get rid of I've Had Worse. I imagine they won't. Inject is also dangerous because it's going to trash any programs. So yeah, a lot of bad things for us here. And as we're looking for something like Eater, you know, it's not all that tempting to play Inject. We could lose one of them very, very easily. Install nice everywhere, fair enough. Let's inject. We lose medium, eater, MK Ultra, all the things that we would have liked, and they remove eater from the game. That makes sense. At least MK Ultra is still a viable thing for us. Let's draw again, and money. And we're discarding Black Orchestra, which is not the same as trashing. So they can't remove that from the game. Losing an eater, however, that hurts. Well, obviously we have to run this. 2 breakers in the bin, but we don't have paperclip, and I imagine this is a vanilla or something like that. Go on, let's check it out. Barrier, as expected. I assume they're just playing a ton of barriers. Bailiff. We can run R&D just for a poke. Might as well just keep them honest, keep checking things. Another bailiff. So yeah, we need to find our paperclip the good old-fashioned way. So there should be no more injecting until we find eater and paperclip. So let's draw frantically. It's kind of funny. Okay, let's put this down. Let's get rid of you. It's tempting to get rid of inject, but we also kind of need it. Are they trying to kill us? I imagine they might have one of boom. And as we've seen, inject can go very, very badly for us. If we lose the paperclip, that is game over. So let's not do that. We'll have to find our siphons the good old-fashioned way. Plus, we have planned assault. So, drawing frantically again. Yep, pop this. That'll do nicely. I don't think we need spooned. Let's go for plasticate as well, just in case. Probably get rid of spooned, I think. Next turn, possibly go for the siphon. We're going to be powering up Bailiff, unfortunately. Is this another agenda? There's a good chance of it, which means Paperclip needs to be found. So let's make them spend some money. That'll do nicely. So we spend 5, 6, 7 to get 10. Yeah, it's not terrible. Not great, obviously. Ability, let's draw. And let's draw again. We'll get rid of Day Job. I don't imagine we're going to have enough time to take an entire turn off. Siphon, as expected, it goes in the bin, which means same old thing is going to be so much worse. I assume they'll name event here to try and get rid of other account siphons. Oh, resource. So we lose a liberated. Now, of course, they know our hand perfectly. So we really need to find our paperclip. That's not terrible. Let's keep drawing because we need to get in here. Or not, you know, one or the other. We could get rid of slums, but it is paperclip that we need. Paperclip or bust, basically. So we can get rid of Martians or same old things. Unfortunately, this is a continuous thing, so paperclip needs to be found. Once it is, though, we can start walking through things and hopefully find some other things, such as siphons. So there goes our other eater, making our breakers all the more important. And this one. So drawing a lot. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Oh no. Account siphon. They have to name the type first, though, right? Yes. So let's get down Obelus, which extends our hand size a bit. We have another siphon, which is probably a good idea to use next turn. Of course, Deja Vu will not be able to get us the siphon back. It can get us medium, though. Oh, and they went for resource. So we lose the same old thing, which not that big a deal. And now they're going to start trashing things. Counter Surveillance, fair enough. Which they remove. And they install there. So we need to draw a lot for paperclip or do 2 siphons. So they can remove one of them from the game, but not both. We could same old thing siphon, but likelihood, yeah, they remove it. So let's siphon again. And this is the only way to get around Skorpios. And now we need to run server 3 and hope for the best. Okay, fair enough. Well, they're down on 1 credit, which is fine. They can trash Same Old Thing or Deja Vu, but not both. Not this turn, at least. Trash an event, which would be Deja Vu. If they credit, we obviously Same Old Thing. First siphon. Yep, this is perfect. So they're on 4 credits, they're going to be on 5 with this. And the bad publicity is helping somewhat. And do we draw? Drawing is kind of dangerous here as well. I think in fact we don't. I think we just take money. More money. Because there is the chance that we draw a paperclip and then they get to remove it. They could just start switching over to programs, even though they know we have Mars for Martians. Yep. So we lose Mars for Martians. Not great, but could be worse. Could be our paperclip. Now, we are without any siphons for the rest of the game, which does make things trickier. Draw, paperclip, fantastic. Let's get this down. Let's run server 2. And this is going to cost us the 1 credit. We'll trash that and end our turn. So now Hunter Seeker is a problem. We can't really keep them poor enough. So it could be a challenge. I do want to take a poke at this as well and see what it is. Standoff. Ah, I see. So they're just going to trash our paperclip. Fair enough. Let's get rid of you. Oh wait, I should have declined. Yeah, that was terrible. So yeah, that was a mistake. And now we lose the game. We do have knifed, so I need to find that instead. Forked, no good. That, somewhat good. Counter surveillance, only if we can get through these 2 bits and pieces. So yeah, that was very foolish. We could have just declined, given them money or draw, whatever it is. It is both, in fact. We'll pay 1 in here. So we get to see that they're pitching hatch job, they were never going to outtrace us, and some barriers. So, what do we do from here? We need to gear up for 1 massive counter surveillance, basically. So let's do this. We don't find our knifed. I suppose we have to just keep drawing then. Draw. Rebirth into Omar is somewhat good. Not quite yet, but actually, Rebirth into Quetzal. What am I doing? Okay, Rebirth into Quetzal is the way to go. And then we can just run through everything, basically. If we put down the same old thing, that doesn't do much for us. Rebirth into Quetzal is okay. We can't get through this still, unless we knifed it, but we can get through HQ, R&D, that kind of thing. And we took a click too much. So let's just take a credit and regret everything we've done. Now the question is, where is counter surveillance the best? Oh, I see, they're going to try and cheese us out this way. So knifed here, take this, probably lose this breaker. Rebirth, counter surveillance is too much we want to do at this turn. Okay, we need to think this out. So they could score. We can get a 8 deep dig, which isn't too bad. There's a good chance we lose our eater regardless, in which case Quetzal is the only thing we can do. Knifed will get removed from the game. That is a problem. So Mars or Martians, maybe they'll remove it. So we could do that. We could knifed server 3, or we can just Mars or Martians, knifed R&D, Quetzal, run HQ. Basically we want to, yeah, don't play a keyhole unfortunately. Okay, let's Mars or Martians, see if they take the bait. If they do, we can knifed. If they don't, we can rebirth. And we do have to knifed here somehow, just to make sure they don't have both. So let's Mars for Martians, see if they act here. Gain 8 credits. It's not bad. Maybe something that they'll want to remove from us. Doesn't look like they're taking our bait, unfortunately. So we can knifed here and then run, and then hopefully Quetzal can win us the game. It's not great, but it's all we've got really. So we'll run and take this and hope we don't lose either. Take that, sure. And same old thing doesn't help us much. Many things do not, unfortunately. Could deja for 2 mediums. It's not a terrible idea either. But possibly something we don't want to do just at this moment in time. So let's instead draw. Next turn will be rebirth into Quetzal and counter surveillance, run R&D or HQ. Another deja vu. So that's not great without siphons or knifed or things like that to use. I imagine we're going to get Hunter Secret here. Yep. So all we can do is Quetzal and hope to win that way. Deja vu for, well, we can get in here anyway. So we can deja vu for medium. It's going to be slow though. So instead I think we rebirth into Quetzal. Break this and see whatever this is. Nobody expects Quetzal. Which unfortunately means that 2 barriers are going to cause issues for us. We'll trash that, sure. Not quite what we had hoped to find, but it'll do the job. Draw, and we find Sure Gamble. So now we're on to our last bit of money. And yeah, this is going to be tough. We basically have to go for a 1 Hail Mary Quetzal run on R&D or HQ. And outside of that then we're in a bind. So we'll run HQ, force them to spend. And if they do, we'll hopefully be able to run R&D and break it that way. But I'm not hugely confident. Especially because this is running a lot of cheap and cheerful barriers. So the likes of Vanilla, Ice Wall, that kind of thing. Oh, wasn't I expecting that? Well, this does nothing, right? Trash 1 resource and then the run. Unfortunately, they were able to do it for free. So our last roll of the dice is to put down Counter Surveillance and run, and if that doesn't work, then we concede. But at least we can say we gave it a good go. Probably nothing in archives, so yeah, last roll of the dice is this. Yeah. So that's that. Unfortunately, we did get locked out. We were stupid with the first standoff. But we tried to play it to our outs with the Quetzal and all that. The standoff was the big mistake, losing paperclip. So silly. And otherwise, we weren't drawing into the bits and pieces that we needed. Con siphons are always rough. So yeah, without Film Critic and without Ploy Strike, Skorpios is quite a tough matchup. But I hope you enjoyed this run of games with Hate Bear Wizard, Martian Hate Bear, I should say. And thank you for watching, as always.